Hey, what's going on, guys? Looking Boy here. I got another deck profile for you guys, and this is a spicy one. I have, the Assault Core here. This is going to be Ojama ABCs, and I wanted to do this deck profile for a good while, but I needed two cards which I could not find anywhere, and they would be the Rescue Cats. It took me 2 weeks, almost 2 weeks to find them, and it was not fun. I had to go towards outer towns. I will not, state these places, but anyways, let's go ahead and get into it. So, first things first, we're going to be running the one of the three pieces. I want to get that as a secret, but I don't have it. We're running one because we're running another set and the side deck. This is just to make room. You can definitely add the second set if you wanted to, and keep the third in your side deck, but I just won one of each piece. Then two Ojama green, two Ojama black, and two Ojama yellow. 3 gets too cloggy, 1 isn't enough. Then I run the 3 Ojama blue. Gotta have them. It does suck that it's when it's destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can use this effect, which you can search out 2 Ojama cards, which I normally search out one spell, and then my Ojama blue, or red, because you do need him. So, and I do run 2 Ojama reds. 3 gets too cloggy. You're really just using him for that effect. With Ojama magic, you're gonna get your one green, black, and yellow to your hand really fast by discarding it, and that's why this is the ABCs, because with the ABC Dragon Buster, you can discard a card to banish one of your opponent's cards. You discard Ojama Magic, you get your guys, and if you have him in your hand, you can normal summon him main phase 2 if you haven't done that, or anytime soon. You can get him out. I usually love to use him to go into Skull Dread or Borload, Boral Sword if you have it. Then I run the 2 Rescue Cats. So when this card is normal summoned, or I don't believe it doesn't matter, normal special summon, you can send him to the graveyard, target 2, I believe it's summon 2 level 3 or lower beast type monsters from your deck to the field, but their effects are negated and they're destroyed at the end of the turn. So if you needed material, you can get green, blue. I usually go for the normal ones, mainly because I don't want to waste an effect, and that's easy material for your spell card. You're running 1 Armed Dragon level 3 because you need him, mainly because just one of your spells requires you to have him. Then I run the 2 Ash Blossom and 2 Effect Veilers. Onto the spells, I run 3 Ojama Simulation. This is your main card to get out ABC without using your material. So what this card does is you're gonna use it, you're gonna reveal your ABC, and you're gonna banish 3 Ojama cards. Doesn't matter from where, your hand, your field, or your graveyard. Banish them and you get all 3 materials out. So you gotta banish 3 to get all 3. And there's another trick in this deck that I love. It does come around a lot. It is to help you, just in case your ABC gets torrential tributed while it's on the field, and your pieces are out. There is a way to get around that. Then I run the 2 Ojama match. That's why you need the 1 level 3. You can run 2, completely optional. So with this, you would send 1 Ojama card from your hand or face up from your field to the graveyard. Add 1 Ojama monster with a different name and 1 Armed Dragon monster from your deck and graveyard. Then immediately after this card resolves, you can normal summon 1 of those monsters. So if you already have some on your field, like you just used Rescue Cat, you got 2 on the field, you have an extra Ojama card in your hand, maybe you're carrying 2 of these, you can pitch that, pitch the Ojama match, get over here, grab a red in him, or blue, doesn't really matter, you can get his normal summon from this card, and then you get your extra normal summon well, you already used it for Rescue Cat, but that's besides the point. But it's actually a very useful card when you're in tight spots. And with this card and Ojama Simulation, they have a secondary effect. When you have 3 Ojamas in your grave or banish, you can target 3. Doesn't matter which 3. You can banish this card or this one. Banish it, get 3 Ojamas, put them into your deck, shuffle, draw 1. And you can do that with both, and they are not once per turn. That's what I love about the Ojama cards. Then I run two Ojama Magic, which when this card is sent from your hand or field to your graveyard, so there's no activation on it, or just flip over, that's fine. There's no activation on it. You can add 1 Ojama green, yellow, and blue from your deck to your hand. That's great when you have red in your hand, so you can get those guys out really fast. For fun, this is completely optional. I run the 2 Union Hanger because you do run 1 set. Sometimes you don't see any of your Ojama cards off the bat. You will pull one of these or one of the 2 Terraforming. So you're basically running 4 field spells. That's what it's called. Just really slow this morning. So I would run a third, but I don't really want to do that. It's 50-50 on it. I would be running one of these, but I usually just side deck some of these cards out. And then I run the 2 Called by the Grave. Hand traps are still relevant. You gotta do something about it. And this is especially good in a mirror match. They pulled their ABC out, Called by the Grave it's gone. For the 1-ofs, I run 1 Upstart Goblin, 1 Day of Peace. These 2 are very, very optional. I run the 1 Rengeki and the 1 Monster Reborn. So I do this so just in case the ABC gets sent to the graveyard, you would bring him back for that onto the traps. I run 2 Ojama Pajama. I was running 1, but I saw 2 does come in clutch. So during you can use the effect of Ojama Pajama once per turn. So if a Light Fusion Machine type monster, your ABC, would be destroyed by battle, you can banish 1 Ojama from your hand, grave, or field. During the main phase, you can add 1 Ojama card from your deck to your hand, but you discard a card. That's great if you need material for ABC. You can add magic, discard magic, get that effect, add the 3 cards to your hand. And I really don't use this effect, the last effect, enough. It can be good, but you're going to end up recycling your banished Ojamas anyways. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can special summon as many of your Ojama monsters as possible, or banished Ojama monsters as possible. That can be good. I just haven't seen it come in clutch a lot. And then I run the 1 Torrential Tribute. It does pop off more than you would think. So let's go on to the extra deck. For the extra deck, I run 3 ABC Busters. People say that 2 is more than enough. I find that a third isn't enough. That's completely optional up to you. 2 is the recommended. I run the 1 A to Z Dragon Buster Cannon. You may be asking, why the hell are you running this card? For the material. So if you remember what I said earlier about Ojama Simulation. So if you have an ABC in your graveyard, you would pop that, banish 1 Ojama monster, or reveal him, banish 1, because you're getting out the material. And you get the material from your deck or graveyard. So he's in your graveyard. You would use Ojama Simulation, banish 1 Ojama monster. You are only getting ABC because we don't run XYZ because that's garbage. Get him right on your field. Not in your, I believe not in your link zones. Or actually that's just with Monster Reborn actually. So yeah, that would go in, I believe it would go into your link zone. Correct me if I'm wrong. A lot of you do. And that's fine. I love criticism. That's what I need. And my XZ monsters are completely optional. I run 2 Phantom Knights of Cursed Javelin because you run a lot of level 2s. You can go into him, use his effect. Let's say he has a blue eyes for some reason. Make his stuff 0, You can swing into it, get rid of it. You have an extra material. He's probably going to end up getting bounced off the field anyways. I run 2 Gachi Gachi Gentitsu, just because he, when he has both of his materials, he's going to have 22 defense. So you're only going to use him to stall. I need to stop hitting this thing. You're only going to use him to stall. But once he gets destroyed, you can remove a material and he stays on the field, but it's going to go down to 2,000. And then again, it's going to go to 18, and then he's going to be out. Then I run the 1 Underclock Taker just to get rid of some things on the field. I run 2 Link Spiders because you do run a lot of normal monsters, so why not? 2 Hipshinagen, I don't know how to say the name. I run 2 of these, so once he's sent to the field, let's say you don't have any more ABCs, and you're out of ojama simulations, you can balance 1 back to your hand, and you most likely are going to have the material somewhere laying around, so that's good to bring your ABCs back. 1 Skulldred, you know, basic Link 4, and Borlow Dragon. I want to get Boral Sword, but 50-50 on it. You do go into these guys quite a lot, since you can, or actually Skulldred more than Borload. What I like to do is, during your end phase, when you have ABC on the field, or your opponent's end phase, use his effect, send him to the graveyard, you get all 3 of your pieces. Let's say you already have, damn, these cards are just flying everywhere. Let me just get this organized. Get out of my face. Let's say you have Ojama Pajama already on the field. During your main phase, use its effect. Add, doesn't really matter which one. It could be blue or red. I'm gonna choose blue. Add that to your hand. Discard a card. Normal summon him. Bam. You got Borload right there. Get him on the thing. You got Borload right there, and you have the material for ABC in your graveyard. Banish them. Another ABC. So you get 2 big beaters in 1 turn. Very fun to do. You can easily go into Skulldred with the Ojama Red. And that's pretty much it. Side deck. Side deck, I run the other 3, A, B, and C, just because a lot of people like to banish them before they get a chance to pop off. 2 evenly matched. Staple, gotta run it. Especially when you get a bad hand. This one's optional. 3 Wiretap. This is good against a trap heavy deck. Paleo Frogs. Trickstars, I believe it is. 1 Oja Match and 1 Oja Magic, just because you're not seeing them enough and you might want to run them. The second Torrential Tribute. And I want to run a second one, Sphere Mode. This is great to clear your opponent's field, to ABC out, maybe potentially swing for game. So that is it for my deck profile. And there's one other thing I want to mention. A giveaway for an advent calendar from 2018. If you guys are interested in winning it, just like, subscribe, comment down below, and I will be doing the giveaway sometime soon. I'm not sure when, maybe in a couple of days from this video going up. So if you're interested in winning that, definitely go ahead and enter. And thanks for watching my video. Peace out.